Yeah, what's up, guys? How are you doing? I'm Gilberto as usual, and welcome to my channel for new people and people who have been following. Thank you for all your supports of all kind. We are now over 4,000 subscribers. I really appreciate that. Thank you all for your makeup. Now, today I'm just going to discuss to you some 4 finger exercises, as the lesson said. So number one thing I need you to know, this is called a fretting hand, and this is called a plucking hand, or pizzicato, whatever, picking hand. Now, always whenever you're playing bass, this is what I always tell my students and on, that balancing the arms on the bass, or both hands on the bass, the balance comes in from knowing some small science between it. If you are locked, like you play on this pickup, you're going to have issues. Whenever you come here, you feel you're not balanced. Whenever you're here, you feel you're not balanced. So the bass has like 3-4 different sounds. There's a different sound here, there's a different sound somewhere here in the middle, there's a different sound here, there's a different sound here. So unbalanced, I mean, this side keeps moving, but you realize people are locked. Some people are told they only have to use this because they say Jaco Pastorius was like that, but that's not true. Jaco Pastorius would play here like, so he would use both pickups. Okay, now let's look at the first exercise. We're just going to do this exercise are going to help you mostly when you're doing warm-ups. Okay, warm-ups before starting the bass, they don't really work in the actual playing of a song, but then they work. I mean, that's confusing. Okay, let's start with the exercise number 1, just using finger 1 on a C, and then here you're just picking, and we're just going to start by using quarter notes, but this time we are not yet altering all the 4 fingers. We have finger 1, 2, 3, 4, but we are only on C. So put your finger here on any side. All I need from you is that the plucking hand should do index middle, not only this. No. Okay, let's start with C. So hang your finger there, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. You hear that? You can change. You go to F. 1, 2. Go to B flat. Come back. F. And then to C. Then. So your finger should not be too much. This is G, but not too much like this. Should be close enough. And it's kind of you're opening your fingers. Positioning your finger like this is important because any of the fingers is ready to play anytime. You can even try to use any other note, like eighth note. Let's start from G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Go to C. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Go to F. 1, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Go to B flat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Come back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and So you might see it from a distance and you say that is very simple. It's not very simple. Actually, it's not really very simple. Now, to that, now let's go to exercise 2, whereby now I'm going to start altering my finger, all the 4 fingers. Like I'm going to use quarter notes, but altering all the 4 fingers. Like if I start on this, on G, I'll say 1, 3, 1. So 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. Every string. Now let's try that with the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4. So whatever I'm counting is the fingers. So 1, 3, 2, 4. Again. 1, 3, 2, 4. Change the string. 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. Change. 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. So you can do that and you increase the speed. Something like that. Now, the next exercise is using the same fingers, but now using, eighth notes. 1 and 2 and that's something like that. So you can count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'm counting my counts, not the fingers. Just look, the fingers are changing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And next string, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you can do that. Now, this side you should be able to mute the strings, because if it's a recording session, people, if I do this, if I come here and I do this kind of, most bassists do that, you can hear the overtone. So if you were here in the room, you would hear it, but even in the headset there, you can hear there's too much ringing strings. Now, the last one is using the 16th notes, which is that 1 E and R. 1 E and R is 1 E and R. 1. So 1 E and R, 2 E and R. 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and R, 4 E and R, 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and R, 3 E, 4 E and R, 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and R, 4 E and 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and R, 4 E and R, 1 E and R, 2 E and 3 E and R, 4 E and R, 1 E and 1 E and R, 3 2 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and so it's really confusing. Now, for most of the bassists, you're looking for playing that speed, as most of what is happening in the world now. People all want to play speed, but that's not the basic thing. The thing is, you should be able to know the basics. If you practice this up the fretboard, these are things that I still practice most of the time, and I find myself, if I'm playing a song, things are really moving so smooth. It's because I practice those basic things. They help me. I don't need to practice any run. The runs are things which are just natural. They're just natural things that you do over it, over the instrument. So the technique is knowing what you have to do. So use this scale and work. If the last thing, let me show you the progression that I played, which is kind of I'm trying to use all the fingers, but let's play it here. It's the G, G. Yeah. Oh. Because. Yeah. No. It. Yeah, so I'm doing that, then I'm using that exercise, 4 finger per fret. Here I'm kind of using finger floating. Sometimes I use finger float, especially if I know I'm playing melodies and the strings are going to ring. You have to kind of float. So if I do this, you can hear all the ringing strings. So if you are in studio, the producer is really going to give you a hard time. He will say your strings are ringing. He may not tell you, find a way of muting your strings. He thinks you know what you're doing. So you have to be careful, because that will be a session where you're making money, and then either they're going to pay you or I don't know. Otherwise, have a blessed day, guys. I hope this lesson has helped you. See you again next week in more episodes of lessons coming. Check me up every Wednesday is when I post lessons. Other days, I just post any other flashy things around my performances, wherever it is. God bless you. Bye-bye.